So, what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you what I've done off camera because, well, the terrain was giving me a little bit of a pain. So, I did it. I finally figured it out. And this is what I came up with. Right here is the pawing section. Young wolves play here, not howlings. The howlings are apprentices who get to go on patrols and stuff and learn skills. While pawlings, they get to play and run around and learn skills at the same time if they wanted to. Over here is the pawling den. Basically, the den caretakers, there are 3 of them, they group together and they take care of the pawlings. They each all live in here. There are 3 den caretakers. One is Thunder, one is Lily, and one is Snowflake. Yes, Snowflake's more of a background character, so we don't really know much about her yet, but we will. Thunder is a father of, I believe, 4 or 5 wolves. I am not sure. So he definitely knows how to handle little pawlings who want to get out of hand and foot and paw. Then we have over here, this is going to be Fern's den. I'm going to make it a little deeper and stuff so that we can add room for her actual den, which is inside of a den, because when she's taking care of wolves, she needs to make sure that they're safe and secure and everything. Then you need stocks for her herbs, and then you need her own den where she can sleep after working on so many wolves to get hurt and stuff. Sorry about that. I got seasonal allergies. It's okay. I'll live. That is Wolfgang's area. You already know about it. If you don't know about it, then yeah. Wolfgang is now the second. He needs his own den next to the Watchstone, because the Watchstone is where he watches all of the wolves. I believe we can see the wolves from over here. If not, I'll have to make it either taller or move it. I'm thinking about moving it a few inches that way. Yeah, I'm just gonna pick it up and move it. That'll be interesting. Ha! Yeah, you can kind of see the pawling den. You can kind of see the pawling area right there. Little tiny speck. If I had a... Where is it? It's in here. Spyglass. See? Right there. You can see it. And then that's Fern's den. And over here... Yep. So I might end up just moving his. Yeah. But this is what I came up with after editing a bunch of the terrain. It took a while. But it's done. Alright. So, we've got the spire, Fern's den, the pawling den, the pawling clearing. Now we need the elder's den. That's what we need. So are we going to move that, or are we going to keep it? Because if we move it, it might go there. And if it goes there, we'll have to lift it up. If it doesn't go there, then we'll have to... I might end up changing the terrain altogether again. I don't know. I know that I want them near the water because they have a stream in their area. Although this is awful big. I need a section where the Paulings can play that's like a little pool. And then it moves out towards that way. I believe this is how the water is flowing. But I don't know, it ends right there. Maybe it flows this way. Let's go find out. Because if not, then we can edit as much as we want of the stream. And it ends right there. Where is... Okay, so the ocean's over there. There's an ocean, right? Okay, so it's not an ocean, but it should lead out to it. Okay, well, I'm not following that. We're just gonna say that this leads to the ocean. Yep. Because large bodies of water lead to the ocean. At least streams and rivers. And lakes. Well, sometimes lakes. Not always. Lakes are different. So we could adjust any of this if we wanted. Which means I could actually do what I wanted to do. Which means we're gonna have to do a lot of maneuvering, but we could leave that there, flatten the land completely down, and just make stepways for the other wolves to be able to do their thing. Then I can put the Elderden further that way because they're going to be closer towards the king. Normally it's the Paulings that should be close to the king, but I'd have to move the clearing and everything if I was going to do that. Actually, no. The queen, the new lights, which are the wolves who have puppies. I need to remember that. New lights should be closer to the king because of the fact that they're the ones that are more at risk for anything. So we could do that actually. Alright, let's do that instead. Damn it. I wish I thought about this last night. Okay, well, we're gonna delete everything just so you are all aware. Well, everything that we don't currently need. Don't need this. And we're gonna need to do this. No, you're messing it up. Kinda wish it had a flat delete too, but it doesn't. Okay, let's see. Why don't we just go ahead and talk about the new lights? And since we're gonna be building their area next, right? Okay, fine. Let's do that. Let's see. Can I remember their names? Well, Cascade and Brooke just had babies, so they had 4 of them each. So that's 8 puppies total. They're already Paulings in the book, but they're adorable and they're cute, and they each have their own personalities. Sorry about that. So yeah, we'll talk about the Paulings later. So Cascade and Brooke are actually daughters of Willow Branch. You don't know Willow Branch yet, but you will. And Cascade and Brooke are both alpha warriors, I think. No, Cascade is. Brooke is not. Brooke is a Omega warrior. She's a super strategic thinker, so she works better for the Omegas than she would with a alphas. That looks like a lot of space. I may have to move Fernstan down, but if I do that, then the Paulings. Although, I could just take into here and then just have her a really tall den. But again, it's like right underneath the Paulings. There's a thing in here. Look! There's a bug. There's a bug in here. I love those bugs. They're cute. Okay. We're gonna have to move her den. This is not gonna work. She needs to go back further and into that mountain. Yeah, cause otherwise she's gonna be yeah. Okay, we were talking about the queens, right? Cascade and Brooke are granddaughters, are the daughters of Willow Branch. The grandchildren are born and they're playing they don't have mates yet. I need to give them mates. I think I have their mates. I don't remember. Somewhere around here, yeah. Sorry about that. Again. That thread is dry and causing issues. I'll delete it later. It won't be in the video. Just means I have to watch for it. Okay. So Cascade and Brooke are not the only new lights. There is hold on. I've got the information right over here somewhere. Ugh. That doesn't. Ah, here we go. We have Laurel. She is the actual daughter of Moon. We have not introduced her yet. So all you're gonna get to know right now is her name, Laurel. You already know Cascade. She's the female. She's the daughter to Willow Branch, sibling to Brooke. She has Paulings. We're not gonna tell you them yet. Brooke is also sibling to Cascade, And Meadow will be a new light soon. Not too soon, but soon. She is an experienced alpha. She has an amazing mate. And I believe I wrote that down. I didn't write it down in the new light section because I forgot that she was going to be a mother to be. Where is Shadow? Ah, Shadow. Shadow is gonna be her mate. Nope, never mind. Scratch that. Yep, scratch that. It's no, they're siblings. Shadow and them are siblings, not mates. Hang on. Let me find it. Got it around here somewhere. And not a mentor, if I remember correctly. Hang on. Here's somewhere. I need to highlight all their names. It's getting a little harder to see everybody. Oh! She's a healer. That's why I can't find her. Okay, Meadow is a healer. She's a great, awesome healer. Yeah. Duh. Okay. She has siblings who are Dusk and Shadow. Yeah, Dusk and Shadow. Shadow, I believe, is older. Dusk is younger. Meadow is in the middle. And she has a mate named Shade. I know, right? Okay. Yeah, she's a healer. That's why. Okay, well, now we know. For future reference. That is why. Okay. Okay. Now we need to repair the Pauling Den. No, we don't. Oh, yeah, we do. Right there. Oh no, it's a creeper! Bonk. Chicken's having issues. I think we'll keep this layer actually. There we go. So, anyway, Meadow is a healer. She does a bunch of helping around and doing stuff in the healer's den. There are Let's see. One. These are his. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 6 total wolves. No? Wait. Hang on. Got the leader, the second leader. Then you've got Ember, Lightning, Raven. But 7. There's 7. 7 total healers right now. They excel at healing and helping and mending, fixing, all kinds of stuff. Well, they do what doctors do. They heal people. Well, not people. Wolves. They heal wolves. They don't heal people because people don't exist. I keep forgetting that part. Anyway, what do you think healers actually do besides heal? What else do you think they can do? I'm not going to say. I'm going to leave that wide open for you guys. Not too bad, I could work with that. Yeah, so, sorry, I'm having issues. So Meadow will be having puppies, soon, but not too soon. She has siblings named Dust and Shadow, and her mate is Shade. I believe Shade was training one of the pups of the main characters. So we're not gonna tell you who he is or what he does, not just yet anyway. We could probably just tell you his name. Wanna know? It's Cloud. I know, right? So original. So, let's see here. I already know Meadow. Let's talk about Shade. Shade is a mentor. He is a really great mentor. He isn't so blind to hatred as other wolves would be. So that's an awesome trait that most of the other wolves don't really have until later, when they realize that, you know, it was just a mistake, it wasn't meant to happen, but it happened, everybody moves on. Especially since Wolfgang basically kind of orders it, but, you know, that's all. I can't tell you that until my book comes out, and then you guys can read it, or it be read to you, either way. Yeah, I know. So mean. Let's leave that and go like this. There's a bug in the wall. Oh, nope, it's crawling. You see it? Let's see if we can see it from here. look at that bug. He's so cute. Can't see its face. It's running away. It's going to go find that iron ore. Oh yeah, those bugs have special properties where they go find ores and then they attune to them just by standing next to them. Or you could give them an ore next to them and they'll do that as well. But enough about them. We're not here to talk about bugs. We're here to talk about wolves. Ah, Tucky. Okay, where is, it's over here, so I've got a few more minutes to go. I can do this one. Make it look more like a rock property. Okay. There we go. I don't have to worry. Anyway, Shade is a mentor. He is brave, strong, and true. Yep. When he teaches a young Cloud, because you already know his name, he teaches him that mistakes happen. And that not everybody wants to make them. They just end up happening because of either because of carelessness, or because of, you know, being too excited, or because they don't know yet. And that's okay. My book is about mistakes and other things like that. It's really close. Woo. Sorry about that. Okay, now we're done. Yeah. I mean, it's about overcoming a lot of harsh difficulties in life. Learning to forgive others. It's not easy. But we learned that you don't have to forgive them to their face directly. At least with forgiveness. With actually doing something really dumb or something, you know, you do have to apologize for that. Come on. But forgiveness is a whole nother thing. It's something completely different. And it's not easy. I'm still learning about it myself. I have had issues, but we won't go into those because I don't need to go into them. But I have forgiven the person, and I have moved on. And that's the important thing. I don't need to forgive them directly, because, you know, it won't do me any good waiting for them to accept it. And it's for me mostly to just say sorry to myself. Sorry for letting it all be bottled up inside of me, and just me just not realizing that I was hurting myself more than them. Because anger is not fun. Sadness is not fun. Joy is fun, but everyone else is not. They come with their own stipulations of emotions and stuff. And I mean, they're not easy. And that's what the book is a little bit about. As we journey through, you'll learn more about why it's so important in the book. In your life, you can do it when you're ready. There's nobody's gonna force you to do it. Except for yourself. I mean, you can only force yourself, so if you want to force yourself, that's on you, but I don't recommend it. And just, it's not easy. I can tell you that much. It is not easy in the slightest. So what is one thing you've had to stand up and try and forget, or hardship that you've gone through that, you know, you think that is stronger and more important than anything else? I mean, you don't have to say if you don't want to. I'm not here to debate that. Just wondering. That's all. You could just say, I had a really tough life. And that would work. You could say, don't really feel like telling you. Don't need to know. And that's fine too. Because I don't. It's your life, not mine. I just know that I've been through some really hard times in my life. And I know there are a few of you out there who are going through really hard times in your life. And that's okay. Anyway, back to the story. We are going to, let's see. Let's talk about, who were we talking about? We were talking about the new lights. And then we went from there. So let's go back to the new lights. So you know about, where did I put them? Okay, they're not there. They're over here. Past the healers. Yep. Okay. So you know about Cascade and Brooke. Well, do you know what their roles are into the pack? Probably not, because I haven't told you them. Or maybe I did. I don't know. They're alphas. They're warriors. One is warrior. One is not warrior. One is not a tracker, because we don't do tracking. We do tracking, but we don't just do tracking. There's more to it than just tracking. Well, did you know that if you're an Omega, you actually are very important? Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff. From going on patrols for scouting to going on different patrols for hunting. Like, you can go on hunting patrols and you can... There's an Enderman over there. I think he stole a block. We'll let him keep it. Yeah, and you can go on patrols for hunting and use your skills and wit, depending on which ones you have skills for. There's lots of skills. I just have to write them all down so I don't forget them all. But there's a lot of them. Like, Omegas are defenders. You know, they defend the turf. They stay back in camp to fight rather than go out to fight. The Alpha Warriors, they are both outside the camp and inside the camp. They're like the knights. You ever see the fantasy worlds, and they have the knights guards, and then they have the king's guards? Yeah, well, the king's guards are always with the king. They follow him out into battle and stuff. And there's a lot of them, but I only have a few written down. And then there is your guards for the night, where they protect the castle and everything else. Because the castle is the most important piece, if you think about it. Well, yeah, it protects the newborns. It protects the new life, and it protects everybody who's in here. Without the castle, you would have nothing. You'd have no way of getting food, no way of getting water. I don't know why I'm taking this so slowly. I should just plow through this. Oh, you messed it up. Dang it. Let's see. Who else can I talk about? Oh, we haven't actually talked about anybody, have we? Okay, Cascade is a female. She's alpha. She fights as a warrior. She's good at it. Um, Brooke is a... Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to finish that so I can tell you all about Omegas and stuff. That way you'll be like, oh, yeah, yeah. I need to write down all the rules and things. I don't currently have any. I can tell you that there are quite a few um, quite a few Omega tasks. We've got our hunters, and we've got our Omega warriors, and we've got, because we have corpses and briars, and we have our patrollers. So we have, in those roles, the wolves that will go and get help if a patrol gets attacked. If a patrol gets attacked, then it's one of the Omega's jobs to go and get help from the pack as fast as possible. That's when Wolfgang, he has his own set of alpha warriors that go with him into these sections, and they fight. That's literally their job. They do nothing but fight. They fight off bad guys. They fight off good guys. Well, they don't fight off good guys. They fight off rogues and evil guys and stuff like that. They even fight off wolves of a different pack if they need to. At least if it's on their territory. If it's not on their territory, they leave it alone. And if it is a lone wolf, well, they wait and see what it's gonna do before they just outright attack it. They monitor it, of course, the moment it gets on their territory. And come on, you gotta keep everybody safe, especially in camp. But they don't outright just attack any wolf. At least the ones I'm writing about. Other wolves, on the other hand, from different kingdoms, they're a whole other story. They want to expand their territory. That's basically all they're trying to do. And their territory actually lines up with the caribou hunting grounds. That's very sacred. We'll write those down. We'll draw those. I mean, we'll make that later. Yeah, we're gonna make that later. I won't do it right now. We're stuck in camp right now, so we're gonna talk about all the camp stuff. But yeah, their territory is huge. I mean, they're wolves. Wolves have really big territory. Did you know that? I didn't know that. But they have a really big territory. So I figured if wolves in the real world have big territory, then I'm guessing 100 or more wolves in a pack, ooh, kingdom pack kind of size, would have large territory. So that way they can have all kinds of food in any direction, and they can travel any part of their land and be on it without a problem. Like they could have little camp sections in the area. We'll talk about that later. But Yeah. Yep. So, that's a thing. We're gonna take that down. Sorry, I just woke up. How many of you like coffee? That's a question that we should ask. How many of you like coffee? How many of you think coffee keeps you awake? Yeah, I'd have to disagree. At least for me. It doesn't work at all for me. Tastes good sometimes, depending on which one, but it doesn't work for me. I don't know why that is. It just doesn't work. I end up getting sleepier with it, if that makes any sense. Snowflake. We don't have much information on Snowflake. We do have information on Lily, but I can't tell you Lily. I mean, I can tell you partial of Lily, but I can't tell you all of Lily. Like, she is a white wolf. Um, she takes the role of mother for Thistle, our main character, who is also known as Whisper, by the way. Like I said, she was younger. She lost her name. Oh no! What could that possibly mean? Anyway, yeah. So Lily takes her in and teaches her just like a mom would. But Lily is strong, firm, can be very, very stern if she needs to. She can also be very, very sweet, calm, and kind whenever she needs to. Both her and Leaf basically have the same kind of personality. Yeah. How many minutes? 44 minutes, okay. And then we'll start the next one. But yeah, they basically have the same personality. Almost the same. Leaf is a little less intense. She's more kind when she needs to be kind, and stern when she needs to be stern, and playful when she wants to be playful. She's young still, so. That's Leaf. Lily, on the other hand, is older and takes care of Pollings every day. I mean, seriously. She lives, breathes, and eats Pollings. Okay, not eats Pollings, but you know what I mean. It's her job. She takes care of them. She loves them, and she wouldn't trade that job for anything. Okay, so we're gonna go in here and just it out. And then, let's see, we have Thunder. Oh yeah, we forgot to name his kids, didn't we? Okay. Thunder is a male. He is actually, I believe he's black and gray. That's what the thing came up with. But we can always change that. He's father to Eagle, Falcon, Fawn, and Hawk. Eagle is in charge of her own brigade, and she is in charge of the Alpha Warriors. She's the leader of them. So you can imagine how old Thunder truly is. Falcon is second in command to Briar's patrol. Yeah. Briar has her own patrol, and he is her second. So that's like a really strong group right there. They go on patrols. They are Alpha Warriors, and they go on a patrol, and they have set this patrol up themselves. Briar has gotten permission to run it, and that's all that matters. Every wolf can actually get their own patrol if they want. Quartz has one. She's the hunting patrol brigade, but there can be many different ones. I forgot. Who is Quartz's second? Quartz's second is who again? I don't remember. Over here. Oh, Tempest. That's why I keep forgetting her. Okay, so Tempest is Quartz's second for the hunting brigade. She tends to stay at the camp. That's probably why I forget her. And she takes care of when the meat gets low. She tells Ivy, hey, the meat's getting low. We're going to go and I'm going to have Quartz go and send out a patrol to go hunt. And then, yeah, they inform each other of what their plans are. They don't just go, oh, I'm going to go do this and not tell anybody. At least when it comes to hunting. They don't want too much food and they don't want too little food. So they have to communicate. And so once they say, oh, we're going to go and we're going to do a patrol, then Ivy will be like, okay, let me just let Iris know so she can set that up with you with some wolves. Because she has her omegas and stuff. Iris is in charge of setting the omegas who do patrolling and training and things like that. So if they need to do like a training run or something, the Iris will set those up. Yeah. Iris is in charge of all the omegas who are in training. They're not the... There's a few that she's in charge of warrior-wise, but there aren't that many warriors, per se. And many of them have their own roles that they play. There's not that many Omega warriors to begin with, to be honest. There's a few total. I could probably just go through all of them. Omegas. Here we go. So for our warriors, we have Dusk. He's a male. He's sibling to Meadow and Shadow.